Hello everyone, and welcome to our LakePoint Kids online family experience. I'm thrilled to have you here today, and in honor of your presence, I have planned a game called Wise Guy and Gal. It's pretty simple to play. You're going to be presented with a situation, and you have to identify whether or not that's a wise choice. If you think yes, that's a wise choice, then I want you to jump up and down. If you think no, that's not a wise choice, you're going to spin around one time. So, yes, you jump up and down, no, you spin around. Now everyone up on your feet and let's get ready to play. Your brother's hair is looking a little shaggy, so you decide to give him a haircut. Yes, that's wise, jump up and down. No, it's not wise, spin around. I hope you were spinning there. All right, next question. You decide to let your parents sleep in on Saturday morning, and so you cook up a breakfast for yourself of ice cream and candy. Yes, that's wise, jump up and down. No, it's not wise, spin around. Ugh, candy and ice cream for breakfast? I hope you were spinning. Your mom has a bad headache, so you decide to surprise her by setting the table for dinner. Yes, that's wise, jump up and down. No, it's not wise, spin around. Well, moms everywhere are hoping you were all jumping up and down. While your teacher isn't looking, your friend asks to copy off your test paper. Yes, that's wise, jump up and down. No, it's not wise, spin around. No way, Jose. I hope you were all spinning. You walk by and realize your dog has thrown up on the carpet. You decide to let someone else find it. Yes, that's wise, jump up and down. No, that's not wise, spin around. Ugh, not wise, I hope you were spinning. You find a piece of your neighbor's mail on the ground, so you bring it into the house for your parents to give to them. Yes, that's wise, jump up and down. No, that's not wise, spin around. Well, that sounds like a good plan to me. I hope you jumped up and down. You realize you accidentally left the shower curtain out of the tub during your shower, and now the bathroom floor is very wet and slippery. You take a towel and properly clean it up. Yes, that's wise, jump up and down. No, it's not wise, spin around. That should be an easy one. That's a jumping one. A classmate decides to play a prank on a substitute teacher and wants to know if you're in. You say, count me in. Yes, that's wise, jump up and down. No, it's not wise, spin around. Nope, not a good idea there. I hope you were spinning. All right, you can all grab a seat. How'd you do? I hope you got at least most of them right, because if you did, then that would make you a wise person. Wise. Now, what again does that word mean? Well, it comes from the word wisdom, and we describe wisdom as this. Wisdom is finding out what you should do and doing it. I'll count to 3 and we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Wisdom is finding out what you should do and doing it. It sounds like wisdom is a two-part thing. First, you have to find out what the right thing is to do, and then you have to do it. It's not just enough to know what the right thing is, you have to follow through with doing it. The Bible talks a lot about wisdom and even refers to it as a treasure because we have so many choices we have to make in our lives where we need wisdom. Wisdom can help us know what to do and when to do it, what to say and how to say it, where to go, who to hang out with, all of the choices we have to make. No wonder it's so valuable and worth learning about. And a great place to learn about it is from the Bible. Let's check out our verse of the month found in the book of James, one of my most favorite books of the Bible. If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you. God gives freely to everyone and doesn't find fault. James 1:5, nerve. What this verse is saying is that if you need wisdom, you can ask God and be confident that He will give it to you. How neat is that? You have a guaranteed answer to prayer if you're asking for wisdom. All right, now let's rehearse the verse. If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you. God gives freely to everyone and doesn't find fault. James 1:5, nerve. And for our memory verse challenge today, we're going to do some exercises because exercising is wise. First, let's stand up and do some jumping jacks. Here we go. If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you. God gives freely to everyone and doesn't find fault. James 1:5, nerve. Nice work. Now let's try doing some giant arm circles. Ready, set, go. If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you. God gives freely to everyone and doesn't find fault. James 1:5, nerve. Good job. Last one. Now I want you to do some high knees. And go. If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you. God gives freely to everyone and doesn't find fault. James 1:5, nerve. Great job, everyone. So wisdom, what is it again? Well, wisdom is finding out what you should do and doing it. And our bottom line or focus point of today is trust God to give you wisdom. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Trust God to give you wisdom. It's just like our verse talked about. You can ask God for wisdom and believe that He'll give it to you. And you know what? I've done that lots of times in my life. I've prayed and asked God for direction in my life, and He has provided answers. But then it's up to me to follow through and do what He said. Remember, just knowing the right thing isn't enough. Wisdom means doing the right thing as well, which can be tricky sometimes when your emotions are involved. And speaking of that, let's turn now to the So-and-So Show.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on a light. Okay, here we go. Oh, hi. Hey there. I'm really digging deep this week. As you can tell, I'm inside of a tunnel. And unfortunately, I think I'm stuck. Wow, this is really tight. Whew. Okay, have you ever heard of the word claustrophobia? Yeah, it's where somebody is really scared of tight places and small places, and they think like the walls are closing in on them, and they run out of an ability to breathe, and I never thought I'd be like that, but I think I'm starting to become that. Help! Help! Somebody please! Come help me! I've dug too deep and I can't get up!
John?
Is that an angel?
No, John, it's me. What are you doing in there?
I'm stuck. I've dug deep and I can't get up. Help me.
Oh, man.
I can't dig out.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John.
This is the So-and-So Show.
Are you so or so?
Oh, I'm so.
Ah, good. That makes things way more clear. How did we come up with the show's name in the first place?
I don't know. It's probably just something that I came up with.
Oh, yeah. Why would it be something you came up with?
Well, when it comes to the show, I'm kind of the creative force behind it, so it's
How do you
probably-
figure that?
How do I figure what?
How do you figure that you're the creative force behind the show?
Well, I came up with the title.
Oh, that's speculation. Besides, people don't tune in for your creativity. They tune in for my hijinks. That's why I'm here.
The show was my idea.
The show was my idea.
There's only one way to solve this.
You're right. One way.
Splitting the studio down the middle like a late 80s sitcom. That was my idea.
Stop copying me!
Ah! I'll get the tape.
And I'll fast forward in time. Star Wipe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Brandon Show. I am your host, the inimitable Brandon. Today, we are diving deep into the recesses of our minds.
Cannonball! Woo! Come on!
John, do not do this.
Why not? It's time for some hijinks. Besides, you have no control over my show. Because my show is called John Show is Better Than Brandon's Show. Woo! Here we go. Ooh. Actually, look. Look.
What am I looking at?
The camera is on my side of the room.
No. The camera is off limits. Neither one of us can have a show without
You should have
the
thought
camera.
about that before you agreed to this contrived comedic situation. This was all part of my plan because wisdom It's a John thing.
All right, fine. Okay, you've got the cameras, but all the sound equipment is on my side.
Who needs sound equipment?
You're still showing him. No. Welcome again to my wonderful show. And an example of verbal dexterity not seen since my sophomore year in high school, I shall sing the Major General song from Pirates of Penzance. I am the very model of a modern Major General. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the fights historical from Marathon to Waterloo, and orders categorical. It's been a long time since I've done this, so I only remember the first 4 lines. You won't have a problem hearing those 5 or 6 times, right? So here we go. I am the very model of the modern... This isn't working, is it?
We need to think of something else. Maybe we can go to Bible time.
John, no one can hear you, all right? But I've got an idea. We should go to Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys. Guy. Question. Why is there only one of you?
I am also here.
Oh, let me guess. The thing where you put a line of tape in the middle of the room and split everything 50-50 and things aren't going the way you planned?
How did you know?
Let's just say I've watched a TV show or two in my time. But luckily, you might be able to take away something from today's story. We're talking about a wise ruler and one of the hardest problems he ever untangled. And we're doing it with the help of our very own So-and-So Show players.
Hooray!
Okay, the star of our story today is King Solomon. Now, Solomon was the son of David, who was a very important king. Solomon had a front row seat to his father's reign and picked up a tip or two on what it meant to be a good king.
Tip number 1, always give away the full-size candy bars at Halloween. It's worth the extra price.
But Solomon didn't just get insight from watching his father. One night, God appeared to Solomon in a dream. Now, in the dream, the Lord said to Solomon, "Ask for anything you want me to give you."
Anything?
Solomon thought about what he would need to be a good ruler.
Lord, you've made me king, but I'm still very young. Give me a heart that understands. That way I can rule over your people. I can tell the difference between what is right and what is wrong.
What an incredible thing to ask for. Solomon could have asked for riches or power. He could have asked to be a foot taller or to live for 1,000 years. But instead, he asked for wisdom. The Lord was so pleased with Solomon's request, he promised to give him wisdom. And not only that, God told Solomon, "I will give you what you have not asked for. I will give you wealth and honor. As long as you live, no other king will be as great as you are."
Wow, this is great. Somebody pinch me, I must be dreaming. Ah!
Solomon realized he had been dreaming, but it was much more than a dream. His wisdom was quickly put to the test. He was approached by 2 women.
You, oh, my king!
My king!
My king!
My king!
Hey, my king! My king. This woman and I live in the same house, and she is insisting that this is hers.
It is mine. It looks just like me.
What does that?
Yes, it does.
Go
It's
by.
mine.
What are we arguing about?
An X Station Playbox 10!
What?
Pause for 1 second. Okay, so in the Bible, the 2 women are arguing over which one of them was the mother of a newborn baby. not a video game console. But the story gets kind of intense, which isn't necessarily the tone of the So-and-So Show players. So
An X-Station Playbox 10.
Solomon was in a jam. How could he possibly know who the baby belonged to? The stakes were sky high. So Solomon took a pretty wild shot.
Bring me a sword.
What are you doing?
I'm going to cut the X-Station Playbox 10 in half. It's the only fair way to settle this. That way, you both have half.
Sounds good to me. Half is better than none.
Wait! If you cut it in half, it won't work.
I know, but I don't know what you want me to do.
Your Majesty, wait. Give her the X-Station Playbox 10. If you cut it in half, it'll be destroyed and no one will get to enjoy the mix of next-gen graphics and high ultra processing power. She will have stolen it from me, but I care more about the X-Station Playbox 10's happiness than I do mine.
Right. It belongs to her.
Oh, thank you.
Get
That's not fair at all. No.
I did right by that baby. Yep. X-Station Playbox 10. What's next?
The end. Let's give a big round of applause for the So-and-So Show players. All right, let's think about how wild Solomon's suggestion was. He said to cut a baby in half. That's nuts. But he would have never hurt the child. It was a test. Solomon was thoughtful about the problem, and he was kind to the real mother who was in a bit of a bind, and he trusted God for wisdom. Those are the qualities you need as a follower of Jesus. You'll have hard decisions too, but when you listen to God and the wisdom of the people he puts in your life, more often than not, you'll make a good choice. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Kellen.
That was pretty appropriate for us. I'm glad we decided to put all this behind us.
That's right. Obviously, we can disagree about things, but cutting each other off completely isn't wise.
A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Did you just come up with that yourself?
No, Jonathan, that was from my freshman production of...
Reveal the question!
Today's question is, why do you need wisdom?
Oh, well, if you get into a fight with your friend, wisdom is the thing telling you to apologize.
Yep. Or the thing telling you you shouldn't eat cookies before dinner.
Yeah, wisdom is knowing when something is right or wrong.
Splitting your room down the middle with tape is not wise, and it's a huge waste of tape.
That's very true. Wisdom, it's a John thing.
Also a Brandon thing.
And hopefully a you thing.
Until next time, I'm Brandon.
And I'm John.
This was the So-and-So Show. Have a great day.
You have a great day. Tape ball! Oh, I was hoping it would stick.
When God told King Solomon he could ask for anything he wanted, he asked for wisdom. And he sure needed it. That story about the two ladies was crazy. Both were claiming that the baby was theirs. So Solomon said the only way to solve the problem was to cut it in half. Wait, what? No, don't worry. He was never going to actually do that. But he knew that whoever the real mother was would rather give her child away than have it die. And so he was able to quickly figure out who the real mother was. I'm confident you'll never have to deal with an issue like that, but you will have many moments in your life where you're going to need wisdom. Whether it's deciding if you should cut your brother's hair, or speak mean words, or disobey your parents, or take what isn't yours, every day is full of choices you have to make, and only you can make them. However, if you ask God, He will help you know what to do. Now, He might do that by putting an idea in your head, by having a trusted adult to provide you with some good advice, by reminding you of a similar experience you've had in the past, by leading you to a certain Bible verse or devotional story. I mean, there's lots of ways God can give you wisdom. Sometimes the wisdom will come right away, and sometimes you may need to wait a bit for it, but be patient and continue to trust, because God will give you wisdom. It's time to bring it home now with our small group time, so along with your parent, listen to today's instructions. First off, I want you to talk about an area or two in your life where you feel you need wisdom, and then take time to pray about it, asking God for wisdom. Now press pause, complete the activity, and then come back for the second set of instructions. Next, I want you to play your own version of Wise Guy and Gal. Have everyone think of a few questions and the actions people will use to either say yes or no. Feel free to make things tricky or funny and see if everyone agrees on what the wise choice is. This month, our weekly draw is for an Amazon gift card. To have a chance at winning, parents, please take a picture of your child watching our LakePoint Kids online experience. Please post that picture on our LakePoint Kids Facebook page or email to me at rachel@lakepoint.church. Parents, please grab your phone and fill out the online connection card available on the LakePoint app. It's like our guest book, letting us know who is watching and helping us stay connected to you. It also allows you to sign up for our latest LakePoint initiatives and opportunities. So kids, while your parents are busy doing that, why don't you continue with some exercises, this time trying some lunges. Just a reminder that you can go back and watch your favorite LakePoint Kids online family experiences on our YouTube channel or on our LakePoint app in the Family Resources section. Thanks for tuning in today, friends. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Remember, trust God to give you wisdom.